You know, he's just not going to play it standard or safe. He's just going to do his own thing.
And this is Lehen's posturing, but the posturing has been won largely by Liiv SANDBOX as they're going to be starting up this Rift Herald now. Lehen's does have level 6 as Dread's going to come over from the side, so Stand United will be available. This is looking like it's going to be a 50-50 as Effort trying to get in there. Spear is going to connect. As now Rift Herald down extraordinarily low, but it's taken by Croco. In goes Lehen's. That's a big taunt onto the Talia, who's now trying to throw the rocks around. Gets a shove, but is going to go straight into the death chamber now. Keen with the Stand United shield and Effort over the wall, actually, looking to try and get on top of Fly, but he's still going to be able to take him down. So 2 kills for the Afreeca Freecs, but all of the objectives going over to Liiv SANDBOX.
Yeah, SANDBOX controlling objectives really well as Lehen's is trying to get his way out here. Fate trying to set up for this. Nice little jump away.
Yep, Lehen's definitely a bit of a ninja here behind enemy lines as he gets over the wall. Doesn't have flash, and now Leo's going to turn up as well. We'll see whether they just deliver him the kill, and Fate says, no, you're not even getting an assist. This is mine.
The presence on the map, Lehen's is trying to take some of that vision away, but he's finding himself in a precarious position.
Yep, we do have Fly freeing himself up here in the mid lane. That one is going to be equalized as Effort throws down the Solar Flare, looking for Lehen's, gets through. But Lehen's is able to stop a lot of that damage now as Fly's being turned on, has to flash to get over the wall as Croco's going down low. There's a shockwave, but only lands onto Dread. Keen actually able to avoid it, but now Leo's trying to pop off. Bang looking to try and escape as there's the Stand United to keep him alive. Fly limping away from the fight as Summit is down so low. Meganar is so close, gets himself a slight shield. No one's dead yet. This is just ridiculous. Only Croco falling as Leo finally gets that S rank back and is able to grab some kills. Bang also able to lock down his former teammate as a teleport back in here from Fly gets his full health bar as Summit could be in trouble. Fate just gets rid of Lehen's though as Fly gets underneath the turret, locks down a kill, but this is so messy.
Yeah, very.
I think a lot of people's eyes are going to be on Dread though. Dread hasn't exactly found the success that he's looking for. Fly gets over the right side of this wall here, but walks into the shove. There's the shockwave, but it doesn't actually matter. They're able to trade it 1-for-1 as Dread. Can he land the spear?
Again, and I don't think he could actually kill Summit here, so if he doesn't, if he can't make a play here, then this is all for nothing.
Well, here's the Stand United. We're trying to keep Keen alive as he is going to get rid of that turret aggro, and Dread, he is there. He's able to grab that kill, but now Fate has teleported in. This turret getting real mad as Keen down to about 100 health. Shockwave comes in, actually pins Fly against the wall and locks down Dread for that kill at the same time. Deathray not...
He's playing the Kaisa, so looking for that late game as once again Croco engaging.
Yep. We'll see where that seismic shove is going to go as Fly gets himself back underneath the turret, but does need to deal with these minions as Lehen's going to turn up. Croco is definitely dead, but so is Fly. Shockwave, just for insurance at the end there, is now Summit underneath his turret, and Keen's going for a dive. Does manage to lock down the ultimate, but he's just going to die. That's going to be a double kill going over to the Gnar, and I'm almost done, Wolf. Like, this game is a disaster.
It certainly is. But it feels like with every trade, Liiv SANDBOX get more on the map, and they're almost able to get this top turret, as they are going to respect the fact that Bang is rotating up right now. Lehen's wants to taunt here. He's going for it.
Gonna find Effort, gets the taunt down, as now in goes Bang to try and do the damage, but Lehen's, he's very close to falling. Thankfully, Bang grabs the cast minion aggro, but it's not over yet, as Leo's going to turn up. Bang, just gonna get popped. Reset comes through, but Lehen's, he's out of here. He's done. Yeah, that was never going to be a good idea, as the Rift Herald's going to come down and try and finish off this outer turret in the mid lane, and Liiv SANDBOX is starting to get this snowball rolling. Solar Flare sidestepped by Fly, who flashes out of the shockwave, but their health bar's very, very low. Still, they are going to survive. Summit not able to get quite on top of them, but it does mean that Shirley is going to get a double charge. Bang, he said he's a priority just to deny as much money as possible. And speaking of money, it's only 2,000 gold. And like, if Afreeca win this, I'm just, if they think that they did well this game, I'm going to be really worried, because I don't think that that's exactly the learning that you should be taking away.
No, certainly not. I mean, look at the vision control here for Liiv SANDBOX. Meanwhile, Keen is in the bot lane. He has teleport, but I feel like even if he teleported now, it's just too slow. They need to be more aggressive, and their comp doesn't have hard engage.
Well, Lehens, he's looking for some taunts. Effort going down pretty low here to the Baron as Dread is in position. We'll see whether he can land a smite. Jumps over, not able to actually get the smite down, but they are able to take the inhibitor on the bottom side of the map. As you can see, just head towards this top lane and shove this one out. So at least it's not going to be all 3 lanes under pressure. But this inner turret is not going to be the first of the structures falling down at this particular instant, as Dread does land a spear. Doesn't really do too much, as the Weave as well is just going to block off any sort of defense from Afreeca, and this bottom lane inhibitor turret is going to be taken. Inhibitor should be pretty comfortable as well. Here for Liiv SANDBOX is Afreeca trying to hold on to their mid lane. They don't want 2 inhibitors to be broken, as Keen once again is spending some time with an inhibitor turret, but the split push not necessarily working in favor of Afreeca, as that's 2 inhibitors that have been taken off the map, and now Liiv SANDBOX should be able to get down and stop Keen from pushing in any further. We're trying to stop the backs here on Afreeca's side, but I don't
Baron backs though. Yeah, it's so easy to get out of here.
Is that the trade?
I think that's the
a
idea.
Good trade.
That's a good trade, but I mean, the timing, I don't know if it's going to work out. Okay, Summit does get away.
Flash from Summit. Good flash from Summit as Lehens. He's got in here as well. The taunt comes down. Bang. Looking to try and lock down the Mega Nourish. That's a 3-man shockwave. And it is all over for the Afreeca Freecs. Of course, they're going to let this one go down in an attempted dive, much like what they attempted earlier on in the day. And this is just donezo. Liiv SANDBOX will be pushing through for the win, and this Afreeca Freecs squad are going to need to have a bit of a chat after this one to see what they can do to adjust, because I think we're going to have to go down a pretty long list.
Yeah, I think so too. Unfortunately, from Dread's build to, unfortunately, his Nidalee play on such high priority, Atlas to, you know, some of the...
badly into the as much of a hard time being able to, you know, shroud around and throw Qs and things like that. So this is what...
finds out, like you mentioned, that it's actually free. Goes over there. A little bit of, hold that thought. Effort.
Yeah, there's the shockwave fly in a lot of trouble here. Does have flash, but no opportunity to use it, and that is going to be Effort's Nautilus.
Really take something on the map the first time in this series and actually hard committing to it.
Yeah, finally we're going to get ourselves in here as Croco might be able to just quick draw over this wall and try and contest, but it's not looking like it. Summit going to make his way in though, and Leo does have the killer instinct available. He can be there in the nick of time. And Afreeca, they seem to know this as they're backing away. Effort looking for the fight now as Shockwave comes in, and Summit, massive damage into the backline. The Lilia does not last more than a couple of seconds, and now Summit's zoning everyone away. They'll also grab themselves the Rift Herald.
This Drake for free as well.
Yeah, Liiv SANDBOX are snowballing this one extraordinarily quickly. They definitely wanted to. I think that, you know, their lanes were set up very, very nicely. But collateral damage now being used is going to be taken, but as it's the less high value Drake, because you don't get, Herald, because you don't get plates for it, and you're just more than happy.
As well. So they had everything they did in the jungle there took time, and obviously this rotation here to the turret, which is where they're going to force the Rift Herald to get value.
They're trying to get rid of these priority targets.
Keen.
Okay, this is danger. Yep, Keen, he's real dead. Crocker's going to steal that one away with the collateral damage. I love it.
The timing doesn't work out for them actually with these backs to start the Drake early, so all they could do is get a positional advantage here and try to clear up some of the vision.
Yeah, as Effort's just going to flash his way in. Croco as well, a lot of damage potential as Fate. He's going to be able to lock down that kill, and now Liiv SANDBOX are looking for it. The crash down from Lehens, but unfortunately, it's a little bit too little too late. Bang, the Samira's doing some work, but it's just not enough. That should be the ace. As Liiv SANDBOX, they say, well, I mean, we'll take both the Dragon and the Baron.
Yep. Pretty nice cleanup here. All started by Effort with the flash over the wall.
Attack onto Effort potentially, but Effort actually wants the fight. As you can see, the depth charge comes in. Now Leo, he's off to the side. This Kai'Sa still with Killer Instinct available. Croco trying to get out, and he actually is going to be able to. Effort probably not going to be so lucky as Summit finds the Rel in the backline. Fate trying to keep himself alive, as well as this Blast Cone eventually going to get used as Dread will fall down. Fly just evaporates as Leo spots him for half a second and then sinks the teeth in. Now Summit is hunting for Bang and for Keen. As Croco gets himself into this brush, it is warded, but Bang and Keen, they cannot get anywhere near this Liiv SANDBOX team, and Summit is still chasing them. They should be able to break open the base right here.
Yeah, this is certainly going to be the inhibitor going down, as right now Bang and Keen are trying to decide if they want to... It's a fight or flight moment here. I think the flight is the correct option at this stage, even with the fruit giving them a little bit of health back there. Doing his collateral damage from the side, surviving there for so long, he and Effort healed so much for the rest of the team, and Summit was just zooming around the team fight, doing massive, massive damage. He's up 404 right now, which seems to be a common thing when I'm casting with you.
Yeah, we get a lot of 404s. Actually, it's a bit weird.
2 of them in this game right now.
But also, I mean, Effort's he's just been playing so well. That depth charge got so much value. Fate holding onto his shockwave until exactly the opportune time. Manages to get exactly the targets that he was looking for. And yeah, Afreeca are just getting ran around at this stage. 12,000 gold is the lead. This inhibitor is not long for the world on the bottom side, and the mid lane has already been dealt with while we were looking at that replay as Lahen's looking for another aggressive engage, but Magnet Storm's finding no value, and Effort just decides that he's going to go in and kill everyone. Double kill for Croc already, and they are way too far behind. I respect Afreeca going for it, but it was unfortunately never going to happen, and Liiv SANDBOX 18-1, an absolute shellacking here at 26 minutes. Will be taking down the Nexus. And this might be an early night, Wolf.
Could be. It could be Atlas. I think the big take